Where's Dale? It's almost 7:30 right now.
Dale's always late.
Better sure get a move on. I'm going to make the summit by noon.
I know.
Here, let me help you with that. Oh, this pack keeps slipping down on me all the time. Someday you ought to have this thing... Say, not so tight, will you? Got a long walk ahead of us.
Say, how long do you think it'll take us to ride up there?
Oh, a couple hours, I guess. Maybe 3.
Excuse me. Yeah. We couldn't help overhearing you guys. Are you really going to try and make it up that mountain with those motorcycles?
Sure, why not?
Well, those are pretty tough trails, even for a backpacker. I don't see how a motorcycle could make it through it all.
Yeah, he's right. It's full of rocks, trees, bushes, fallen logs. It gets really narrow in parts. As a matter of fact, I've never seen a motorcycle up there before.
These bikes can do it. They're Kawasaki KT250s.
What makes those so special that they can make it through?
Well, for one thing, they were built for just that kind of ride. They're trials bikes.
Don't you mean trail bikes?
Yeah, they are trail bikes, but in competition they're called trials bikes. Observed trials instead of sport that uses these bikes.
Yeah, that's a different kind of competition that tests the rider and his machine. In a trials event, the rider has to be able to ride over narrow paths, obstacles, over hills, and all without ever touching his feet to the ground. But it's not really go fast either. You've got to have a bike that's light, nimble, and with enough power to make it really easy to handle. The bikes are built super light and rugged, so they climb anything. They have over 12 inches of clearance, so you hardly ever get hung up. Of course, they gotta be able to move out too. Gotta be able to cruise along at a good, comfortable clip. Because in trials competition, you have to go from one event to the next as fast as possible. These bikes are the best. They can handle just about anything that comes along.
Yeah, but that mountain...
Hey, no sweat. The same stuff that makes these great trials bikes also makes them respond to every need on the trail.
Yeah, you guys could learn how to ride them in no time at all.
Maybe so, but I don't see how you'll ever get up there with any motorcycle.
Well, it's like I said. They'll go anywhere over anything. And when you really need to stop, these bikes have one of the smoothest, most reliable brake systems around today. They also cling to the hillside fantastic. Another far-out feature is the oil injection system. Unlike competition bikes, you don't have the worry of messy premixing. You just put in the oil and the rest is taken care of. It's great. And when the riding gets a little moist, they have these tough fenders that give you protection from the elements. They're real light, only about 200 pounds, and easy to handle. Real cheap to use, too. You can get about 60 miles per gallon with one. Plus, they're built to be dependable. Because sometimes in trials competition, if your bike breaks, you're required to fix it right there on the spot. Not only that, there's a super bright headlamp that really helps you to find your way back home if you happen to be out late. Speaking of late, where's Dale?
Dale?
Oh, that's the third person going up with us.
I still don't think you guys can do it. It's tough, man.
Okay, let's prove we can do it.
Well, what do you mean, prove it?
Well, let's see who can make it to the summit by noon.
Winner gets a steak dinner at the end.
Steak dinner? I don't know.
Let's do it. We can show them.
Well...
Here's the Cokes. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Okay, you're on.